We are live, guys. This is Jackie M. How you doing? Jackie M from Masters of Malaysian Cuisine, and I've got Nora, the beautiful Nora from San Francisco. We decided just completely ad hoc, we decided to go live because Nora is making tempeh. I have never seen tempeh made, so I'd love to see what's going to happen. Guys, by the way, if you're just watching this, can you please say hello? Let us know where you're watching from. And if you're watching on Facebook, share it out to your friends and family who might be interested in how tempeh is made. And also, by the way, guys, don't forget, this weekend we are going live with our second series of Masters of Malaysian Cuisine broadcast, and that starts in 24 hours, just a little bit over. And go and check out malaysianchefs.com to find out all the details about who's cooking what and when. All right. And also our co-hosts. We've got a bunch of food influencers and writers who are going to be joining us in this second series. Very, very exciting. And the topic is famous Malaysian street food. But back to today, we're just kind of like giving this a little bit of a trial run. But we've got Nora. Like I said, Nora, say hello to everyone.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Good.
Yes.
Anyway, I was getting ready to make a fresh batch of tempeh, and I thought it'd be great if we film this and everybody can see what goes on into making tempeh. When I've never had the health issues that I have now growing up in Singapore. All of a sudden, when I come to the U.S., I've been allergic to a lot of things. Like I can't do flour, I can't do milk. There's so many things I have to adjust. And after doing some tests, I'm really allergic to some things. So my solution is to always eat things that are fermented with probiotic, and that helps with my gut bacteria. So which is why I make my own tempeh. There are some really good ones in San Francisco, and where you're watching from, especially in Asia, buy if you can. We just don't have the luxury of people making good tempeh here, so I like to make my own. Very important things you have to remember when making tempeh is you have to make it in a very controlled temperature environment. Otherwise, you're going to invite other bacteria to inoculate your beans, and then it becomes dangerous to eat. You are not restricted to use soybeans, of course. You can use any type of beans you want. I like soy because I'm so traditional. I love my Malaysian, Indonesian, Singapore style tempeh. But here you can do black beans, red beans, whatever beans you like. You can inoculate them. Second thing, you need a tempeh starter. You can make your own starter. I think traditionally at home, I used to have an aunt that had a tempeh facility. I don't know what her ragi is made of, but I know that you can find it in some sticky rice, to make tapai. I think you all know that. But here, if you are trying to attempt to make your own tempeh, you can buy your favorite tempeh, dry it out, put it in the food processor until it becomes powder form, and that can be a starter. And then you can, continue to inoculate that process over and over again. Or you can just buy from Amazon, they sell them too, okay? So today I'm using soybeans. Soybeans in America are mostly genetically modified. It's another thing I'm allergic to, okay? I can't have that. I get rashes and anxiety and things like that. So make sure if you're in the US, get your beans. If you do soybeans, make sure they're non-GMO, okay? I have a lot of water here. Guys, this is going to be a 3-day process. This is day 1. I just want to show you. Okay, I'm just gonna do about 2 cups because nobody in this house eats tempeh but me. And I don't eat it every day. How do you like the tempeh done, Jackie?
I have never actually gotten into tempeh. I'm really embarrassed to admit it.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know how to eat it. I'm really lame, I know. And TR21 21 1000, hello. Guys, if you're wanting to comment, just say hello and make sure give StreamYard permission for me to see who you are, because otherwise it just shows up as a Facebook user or some random name. All right, so you actually got to click on the link that says streamyard.com/Facebook, and then I'll be able to see who you are. But yeah, thanks so much for joining us, and tell us where you're watching from. Okay, so only how much water do you have in there?
Okay,
do you need that much?
I have 8 quarts of water here to about 2 cups of beans. This is going to expand by tomorrow morning. What I'm trying to do is dehull them. See, they have skins, right? So you need to remove the skins. When you soak them overnight, they will loosen up tomorrow. And then you can just use your hands. I like to use a lot of water so I can then use a big container so I can do them underwater. And then I can strain them all out and get fresh dehulled beans. And then I'm going to rinse them with vinegar. And I'm going to show you how to put this started tomorrow. And we can put it in a bag and start our hydration process.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
So this is day one.
Day one, guys.
That's
it. That's all you need to do. Now, I wanna ask you, what do you use your tempeh for?
I like my tempeh fried. I think fried tempeh is the best.
Really?
And then I make it into sambal goreng.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my favorite thing. And I also do tempeh chips. Sometimes I make tempeh fries. At my restaurant at Local Kitchen, we used to make tempeh fries. So we cut them little, like fry size, deep fry them, and we dip them with peanut sauce. It's a great bar food. Yeah.
That's so intriguing. Like I said, I've never been into tempeh. I've never actually eaten it or like been inclined. I might have tried a tiny little corner of it and found that it wasn't that particularly palatable.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's you know, it takes it doesn't soak up a lot of flavors, right? You either have to marinate it, but I think to batter it and fry it, it's like the best for me. This is how I like to eat it.
Oh, yeah. Right. That's so cool.
We're gonna walk through the process of controlling your temperature, and what the spores. And we're gonna walk and talk about a little bit of science and how the spores work together in the temperature, how inoculation works, and how the spores will form your tempeh into a cake. And then you can make it in any shape, guys. You can put it in a sheet pan. You can put it in a little plastic. You know, it doesn't have to be in a leaf because we don't have those luxury here. But we're going to do a really simplified home version. Day 2 tomorrow. I'm going to show you how to dehull the beans, and then we're going to start the inoculation.
Okay, so the water is just like room temperature water, like
room temperature water. It's just going to, soaking the beans, and it's going to help with the dehull process. That's it.
Okay, and like when you say do you soak it for 24 hours or just overnight?
Yeah, 24 overnight. So tomorrow morning they'll be ready for me to start cleaning them.
Okay. Now, and how much tempeh do you get out of 2 cups?
This, I will get about 4 packs.
Okay, cool. Okay, very interesting. All right, guys, so that's day 1 of making tempeh. Day 2 tomorrow. Make sure you tune in.
I'm hoping by day 3, when I come on my demo, they'll be ready and I can show you guys.
Speaking of which, what are you making for your demo for those who haven't been?
Malaysia's most epic street food, which is roti canai. Let's just pray it doesn't get stuck on the wall.
Are you gonna flip it, or are you gonna?
Renee was telling me I should, but I don't know. I don't do it often. Probably not.
Okay. Now, I noticed with your previous broadcast, what's really interesting with Nora's, because she brings with her her California perspective in terms of Malaysian recipes and how she tackles the ingredients. So is your roti canai like very traditional Malaysian, or have you tweaked it to make it like pseudo Californian?
I believe if it's not broken, don't fix it. The roti canai should be eaten the way it is. The only thing is, I use ghee. I'm going to talk about some technicalities on how to get really flaky roti versus just roti. It's very similar to making a croissant. When you put fat between layers of dough, what happens with fat, when it touches heat, it will release a lot of moisture. And what moisture does, it separates your dough, and you get a really flaky dough. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday. The difference between using oil, butter, and ghee.
All right, guys, make sure you tune in. Okay, I always use ghee for my roti canai because I love ghee. But yeah.
Ghee is good fat.
Exactly. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Ghee too.
There you go. Make your own ghee. Yeah, let's do this. All right, guys. I mean, to me, making ghee was just a matter of like melting butter, but apparently there's a technique to it that's a little bit more involved.
Yeah, so there's clarified butter and there's ghee, right? So clarified butter is removing milk solids from your butter, and then you get ghee, right? So it's almost impossible to get 100% of milk solids out. So you have to. There's a process where you do a controlled temperature where you remove all the milk solids, and then what you get at the end is ghee.
There you go. See, learn something new every day. I learn something new every day. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow with Nora's second day of making tempeh. And also tomorrow is the start of our Masters of Malaysian Cuisine broadcast for the next 7 days. And first up will be Johari Idris again, I believe. But yeah, our theme this time is famous Malaysian street food. So we're all making famous Malaysian street food right through the week. So we look forward to your company, and make sure you share the word out. And don't forget, if you haven't already, sign up to our website, malaysianchefs.com/join to get today. And that will get you a copy of our special recipe book, and also get you a copy of our e-magazine containing all the recipes from our first set of broadcasts. So we'll see you all guys tomorrow. Thanks again for tuning in.
Thank
Bye.
you.